All right, now that you're all caught up, let's visit with some folks here, right? First, we want to bring in Marisa Hall, a young lady from BW who's been a great pitcher in her sophomore season out of East Canton. So let's bring Marisa Hall to the program. Hey,
All right.
give you this.
Thank you.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. I'm going to move this a little closer to your mouth.
That's good. All right.
You can hear me okay?
Yes, I can.
Perfect. Marisa Hall, everybody, from East Canton, and certainly a joy to have her on the program here this evening. Thanks for spending some time with us. I know you got a lot of things going on.
No, yeah, thanks for having me.
It's kind of a dreary Monday night. These are not the kinds of nights you usually like playing softball.
Yeah, no.
Why don't we kind of start with just your thoughts in general on, sort of your expectations, second year of the program, where you guys thought you'd be coming into the year, and how you've played through the first 16 games.
Yeah, so far this year, we've been doing well. Some games struggling a little on other ones, but we've been working really, really hard this year. Last year was a little rough, but this year I think we've definitely stepped up. We've got some great girls this year. I think we've all been working really, really hard. I'm expecting some good things out of us the rest of the year. So far, we've played in Hawaii, as you know, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. And we've played some really hard competition, but we've stuck through them the entire time. Even if it was a loss, we've been right with them. And it's been some good losses, but we've always been coming around, coming back, doing really well, working hard for the next games, working hard to be better. So, yeah.
I'm glad you brought up the Hawaii thing because it's an obvious conversation starter.
Yeah.
You know, you think about, I'm a high school pitcher, and I want to play in college, and I would assume you're looking around, evaluating what your options are like.
Yes.
And you come across BW, and for so many other reasons you choose to go here, but I'm sure somewhere along the way the conversation said, hey, our spring break trip is usually to a pretty fun spot.
Yes.
Sometimes Arizona, sometimes Hawaii. I don't know how that sits with you. Most people are like, well, that's a free ticket to Hawaii. Let's go.
Yes.
Give me an idea how that has lived up to the hype, hopefully, the last
oh, my gosh.
time here.
Yes. So, yeah, we went to Arizona last year, and knowing that we're going to Hawaii this year was, really exciting, really cool. Yeah, we were just kind of preparing for it. We knew that we'd only have a few days in Hawaii to play and the rest kind of relaxing. But having that relaxing time has gotten us to be closer, and I think that has helped us during game days. We've been able to be tightly bonded, and I think that really helps in the long run with being a team for sure.
I mean, when you think about this time of year, results are important, right? You're trying to win games. You're not
out
there messing around. But
yes.
Developing that chemistry early in the year so that when you get into conference play, you kind of feel like you're hitting your stride, you're playing your best ball.
Yes.
So with that scope, how did you guys go about trying to develop that team chemistry? What kinds of things did you do away from the field?
Oh my goodness. We've had a lot of times where, right before we went to Hawaii, actually, we did a little bonding where we got each other gifts. We had a little Secret Santa type thing.
That's fun.
And we did that, and we got to spend time with each other. And then whenever we were in Hawaii and in California, lots of dinners, kept our phones away, just chatted, got to know one another. I know a lot of us have been trying to reach out to people on the team that we aren't really around, and that's been really great. And we've just been really supportive of each other, helping each other when we can, stuff like that, and just trying to hang out when we can. It's really nice.
Marisa Hall from our softball team, our guest here on the Athletics Roadshow. What was freshman year like, and what did you take out of freshman year that you're trying to apply this time around?
Yeah, freshman year was really fun. I did a little bit of backing up. I was always ready whenever coach needed me. I was always prepared. But coming off of that season, there were little rocky times. There were times that we struggled a little bit, but learning from it. Goodness, I'm sorry. Learning from it, it was. I was just trying to push myself and be better for this year. Learning, okay, I am backing up, and that is my role, and that is totally okay. That's what I wanted to fulfill, and I wanted to help the team with. And losing a pitcher, Nikki Cam, this year, I was okay, I really got to step it up. I really got to help my girls out and do better for them, and do my best for the coaches and see what I can do. So after that freshman year, I kind of was just like, okay, let's spend this summer. Let's really work hard. Let's get to where I want to be, help my team out, make us better for this year. And so that's what I really did. I really worked hard. And then in winter, when we're all back together, I just kept working hard. I motivated everybody else, and other people motivated me, and it was great. And I've been working hard.
So whether it was last year or the off season so far this year, was there a moment for you where you felt like things were slowing down a little bit? Because sometimes when you come in as a freshman, you got all this stuff swirling around you. You're trying to figure out, like, okay, how do I make sure I'm actually ready to practice? Not just show up and go, but, like, mentally, what space do I have to be in? And then on top of that, how do I keep up with, players that I'm trying to be competitive with? And certainly in the games move fast at this level, right?
Yeah.
So was there a moment for you where things really started to slow down and you felt more comfortable?
I think this year in the fall, I started to get really comfortable. I was definitely very nervous going in. I really wanted to, push myself and get to a spot where I could play more games, of course. But I think fall, I kind of just, stopped myself, and I was like, okay, I know what I'm doing. And especially the girls all around me, I have amazing teammates. They really, really pushed me to be better, and they really, especially my catcher and then my Brady Bricker and my one of my other pitchers, Hannah Welling. They really would help me with when I needed to work on and what I needed to do better. They really pushed me to do well, and I think I just stopped myself, slowed down. I was like, okay, I know what I'm doing. I have the support of my team. I know they've got my back. I know I can perform for them, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to help them as best as I can so they can do all defensively and offensively. And so, yeah, that's what I did.
Well, wins and losses are not always a great way to judge how well someone's pitching.
Yeah.
It's just not a fair way to do it, right? There's so much that goes into it.
Exactly, yes.
But 5-3 through 51 innings and change, you've got a sub-2 ERA. Obviously, your individual performances have been pretty good. Is there a game this year that you kind of go, hey, that's the one where it really clicked? I was at my best that day, and if I can keep replicating that, then things are going to go really well.
Oh my goodness. I believe Saturday. Oh my gosh, who did we play? We played Adrian. Yes, Adrian. Okay. I think it really clicked there. I was having trouble with my rice ball for a while.
Okay.
And right before that game, I was warming up, and I was talking to my catcher, Brady. And I was like, okay, what am I doing? What do I need to do in order to change this? And she goes, you just really need to snap that ball and, over-exaggerate it. Because nothing was moving. It was staying like a screwball. And so she sat there and was like, just over-exaggerate it. We'll practice it here, and you can really find it. And so I found it. And during that game, that's practically all I threw. And it really just hit for me. And I was just like, Brady, you are great. And, I was just like, thank you for pushing me, because awesome. This is the reason why I'm doing so well right now, and it was great.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Always fun to have those kind of moments where, you've got positive things to think back on.
Mm-hmm.
Good. As you look forward toward conference play, I know you've got a couple of games still in front of you here.
Yeah.
If the weather cooperates tomorrow, Shawnee State would be in town.
That's actually postponed, yes.
The weather's not going to cooperate tomorrow.
It's a little cold. It's a little cold.
Okay, so then we move into Saturday.
Yes.
And Wilmington will be on the schedule next, so you'll have your first conference games of the year.
Yes.
Give me an idea of what your expectations are going into conference, given what you kind of learned about the league last year.
Yeah. Say our conference is definitely pretty tough. We've got some pretty tough competitors, some teams, but this group of girls, I think we're a really strong group. I think we're going to do really well. We've got a lot of fight in us. I think we're going to do really well, and I think we're going to prove to some people that we can be really good. I think some people are underestimating us, but I think we can do really well. We're just a great group of girls. Everybody works so hard, and we fight to the end every single time, and I think some people are going to be surprised. I think it's going to go really well.
I mean, it seems like that even going back to Saturday in that game against Adrian. I mean, to have big crooked numbers like you did in the third and fourth, put up a couple of 6-run frames, and then close it out. Those are certainly impressive. Looking at the schedule, just so that folks at home know, the Yellow Jackets in conference are scheduled to play Wilmington at home. They will play the Mount Union Purple Raiders at home on Wednesday, April 12th. Jackets have Otterbein on Saturday the 22nd, Capital on Saturday the 29th, all at home. The other OAC games are set for the road. let's go back a second now and maybe learn a little more about you pre this season.
Okay.
You're a Northeast Ohio native,
Yes.
right? So BW is not that far away from home.
No, yeah.
But give me an idea how BW got on your radar, the relationship that you developed with Coach Spencer and his staff, and what ultimately led you here.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. So I met Coach during the summer, I think, my junior year, I believe. And I was emailing him, and I was like, hey, I'm really interested in your program. And you've got my major. You've got what I want to do. You're close to Cleveland because I want to work at a zoo. So
we will touch on that.
yeah, it's kind of perfect for me. And he was talking to me, and he's like, send me your schedules. I'll come see you. And he's seen me multiple times playing, and I've talked to him after. And he's like, you look good. I'm interested in you. And he's like, just keep working hard. And that's what I did. And came down to him and a couple other schools, and he let me visit one day, and I met some of the girls at the time that were there. Some are still here, and they made it a great visit. They were awesome. They took me to ice cream, all this stuff. It was great.
Ice cream's a pretty good recruiting part.
Yeah, and Coach Spencer is just wonderful. He's a great guy.
You don't have to say that just because he said
that. I can't hear you. Trust me. It is so true. He's awesome. So are the other coaches. They're amazing coaches. They help us no matter what we need. They push us to be the best we can be. And Coach was really great in the recruiting process. He stayed in touch with me, always asked if I needed anything. And when I was ready to commit, I just give him a call, and that's what I did. So, yeah.
That's awesome. I don't want to go any further without talking about the zoo. That is so unique.
Yes.
So cool. I've never met someone that wants to professionally work at the zoo.
Yes.
I love the zoo. I know lots of people that do.
Yeah.
What's the idea? What's the goal? What do you want to do?
So I am majoring in biology.
Okay.
I want to be a zoologist. I want to, take care of those animals. I grew up on a farm. I grew up with over 20 plus animals in my house.
Oh, wow.
Outside of my house, and
Holy
that's still,
cow.
Yeah, that's because of my mother. So, but yeah, so I want to work in a zoo. I really want to work with bigger animals, specifically giraffes. So, yeah.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
So, internships, opportunities.
Yes.
Like, how do you? Before you start, how do you?
Yes.
Look, and if you're on a farm at home, you've got
Yeah.
experience with it. But
Yes.
how do you start that process?
Say right now I'm working at a vet clinic. I'm a assistant, so I help out with blood draws and whatnot. But I'm hoping to contact the Cleveland Zoo soon and see if I can get an internship there and see if they'll let me come in and help out.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
That is so cool. Is it something specific about the Cleveland Zoo, or are you open to looking elsewhere?
I'm open to looking elsewhere, but Cleveland's pretty close to where I am right now, so it kind of works out. So that's the hope right now.
Home is home.
Yes.
We need good people in Cleveland.
Yep.
Give me an idea of what you're learning here in your first, now year and a half, since we're halfway through the season-ish, that you hope, what you're learning from your upperclassmen, that you hope to carry forward, because this time next year we're going to be halfway through your junior year.
Yeah.
That's a different kind of animal.
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, my gosh. Say the upperclassmen we have, they're really great. They are every single one of them are really good. They're great leaders. I'm just kind of I'm learning from them just to stay positive, stay up, push your other teammates, make sure that they're up. If you make a mistake, keep going. Mistakes are going to happen. That's the game, They all have a really resilient mindset. They work really hard. And I'm hoping to kind of take that and, keep that with me the next 2 years and help the younger girls with that. So, yeah.
I'm not sure if Mom and Dad, Jason and Brenda, are watching at home or not, but I'm sure if they're not watching live,
Yeah.
we'll see after the fact.
Yes.
I can imagine how proud they are of you.
Thank you.
Give me an idea of the impact that they've made on your growth as a softball player. How they have, all the travel, all the tournaments, all the sacrifices that they've made to help you push this part of your life.
I'm so thankful for them. They are amazing parents, and they've always been by my side since day one, of course. My dad has been my coach since I've been very little, so I've kind of been blessed to have him around. But since he was my coach, he's pushed me even harder than anybody else, which was hard at times and was a little annoying at times. But in the end, I'm very thankful for that. If I've ever been down on myself, they've both been you can do this. You're Marisa. You can push through. You can be resilient. You can be great. And they've always just taken that extra time to really, really pushed me, as I said, and they've just been great parents. They've always been by my side. They've been hard at me at times, but like I'm thankful for it because at the end, that's like what I need. And they're just awesome. They're really awesome.
That's amazing.
Yes.
I think one of the things, and we'll kind of wrap with this because this might sound like a silly question,
Okay,
but
no problem.
in so many of the conversations that we have with lots of your colleagues, your classmates, I don't think we spotlight athletic training enough.
Yeah.
And for folks that are casual fans, I genuinely don't think they appreciate enough the time and attention that athletic trainers put into their craft to help you guys
Absolutely.
stay not just healthy when you're injured, but to get to a point where, during the course of a year, you know how to peak and you know how to hold
Yeah.
at a certain point. Do you have anything you'd like to say about the athletic training staff and the way they worked with you guys this year?
Well, they are incredible. They work so hard every single day, and I am so thankful for them. Our trainer, Cindy Zilko, she is just the best.
Yeah, she's all right. I love Cindy.
Yeah, she is the greatest. She's always there, like, no matter what time it is. Like, I've definitely texted her late at night and be like, hey, just want to let you know, like, I am hurting a little bit. I might be in tomorrow or I'm okay. And she'd be like, great, that's fine. Like, I'll make time for you. And she, like, people don't realize, like, how much she does for us and how hard she works. And she needs that recognition. That goes for every single person on that athletic trainer staff. And they're just awesome. They work so hard. They're here for us. They want to see us perform and do so well. And, like, Cindy is just great. Like, we love her on the team.
Well,
we
awesome.
love her there. I love her so much.
That's great. Well, Marisa, it's been so much fun to get a chance to chat with you a little bit, learn about your past, and it's been fun to watch you this year. We're excited to watch you.
Thank you so much.
Follow
I
your
appreciate
career.
it.
Thanks for spending some time and
Thank
have
you.
some fun as conference gets started.
Thank you.
All right, Marisa Hall
Thank you.
from our Yellow Jacket softball team.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Have a good one.
You too. What a nice young lady. What a fun conversation. Certainly appreciate her stopping by.